He climbed the narrow, winding, poorly lit staircase to the third floor of an old house, a place inhabited by the poor. With a large, clumsy key, he opened the door to his room. He was exhausted from his long shift at the telegraph office. Every time he came home, his head pounded with the echo of impossible things. Only after 2 glasses of tea with rum did his mind begin to settle, but even then, it was never truly clear. He saw before him endless years of hopeless, monotonous, and stupid work. He lit a small, crooked lamp, its paper shade a makeshift replacement for the glass one that had broken years ago. The room, more of a small chamber with a kitchen partitioned off from a larger apartment, was dirty and neglected. But over time, he had grown to like it, the way a person grows to like anything they are constantly around. Prisoners become attached to their cells, perhaps even more so than a rich man to his study, because a cramped space becomes filled with thoughts and dreams, the only treasures a poor man has. He lit the kerosene stove and went to the kitchen for water. As he reached for the tap, the flow suddenly stopped. Only drops fell from the spout. He found himself mechanically listening to the rapid, irregular rhythm of the dripping, and then he heard it, as if the drops were speaking. Jivna Street, number 36. Jivna Street. A cold shiver ran down his spine. He mentally scanned the addresses from the day's telegrams. No, that one wasn't there. Jivna Street? Did such a street even exist in the city? He kept listening. Strange Street, number 36. Strange Street, number 36. The drops seemed to pour out the words. He shook himself and, with a sudden effort, yanked the tap open. Water burst into the pot, splashing him so hard he had to step back. With the pot full, he returned to his room, set it on the stove, and poured himself a glass of rum, downing it in one gulp. He felt a warmth spread through him, a brief, bright cheerfulness. He sat on his bed, staring into the blue flame of the kerosene stove. His eyes drifted to the shelf with his few books, but he quickly looked away. Strange Street, he thought. Where could that be? He felt as if he were entering some entirely different plane of existence, surrounded by unfamiliar apparitions. But just as quickly, he shook it off. Nonsense! These are just the effects of my idiotic job. He worried about what would become of him in a year or 10. I'm going crazy, he said aloud. I'm definitely going crazy. He stood up and walked toward the kitchen, not even sure why. He paused at the door, listening intently. The drops of water were still falling from the pipe. Damn it, he muttered. He turned to go back, but stopped. After a moment's thought, he was back in the kitchen, standing at the door, listening. Jivna Street, number 36. Jivna Street, number 36.